Let's take a look at Chapter 14 as a summary. So here are the notes. Project manager needs to understand how changes in one area might impact another area. And this will make more sense after you read the chapter, of course, but understand that nothing happens in a vacuum. I don't care what kind of project it is. If we move something over there, it might have an impact over here. You probably see it where you work, where a decision's made in a department. It's not clearly communicated or thought through how it might affect others. It can really blow up on, management or processes, and everyone suffers because there's a lack of communication. So it's really important that you think through, like, stage one, what's going to happen, stage two, and the stages are time, over time. So this is a really good question to ask yourself about any decision you make. If I do X, what's that going to mean today, tomorrow, the next day, over time? Just ask yourself, and then what's going to happen? And then what's going to happen? And then what's going to happen? So that's key mindset for project management, or pretty much anything in business or life in general. Monitor and control, project managers need to do that without a doubt. You have the responsibility. Adjustments process through the integrated change control process. The attempt, and anything you've learned so far, is how detailed project management is in what it records and communicates. And process or change control is just that. It's almost it's rules that you live by in order to not make egregious mistakes. Now, there's trade-offs with that because it slows things down, but it also keeps you from doing really dumb things that might blow up on you and have the consequences are consequences whether they're intended or not. So it's a good thing to sit and think about. If it's proposed, approved, or disapproved, documented, and implemented, they need to be documented because we need to have this process and things accounted for. Control, scope, quality, cost are trade-offs. Quality, if anything you should understand by now, is quality is a relative thing. There are quality watches that are $10, keep perfectly good time, and there are quality watches that are $10,000. Quality is a relative statement. It's what's the level of quality do you need in order to make it viable for a given project. So this is being able to estimate those things and understand those things is part of smart management. So quality control tools are essential to these processes, whether it's in machining or in what you buy, how it's sorted and things like that. Very critical. Project management tools then become essential. This is why there are inspections, process inspections and physical inspections of services, goods, activities, because it's essential to know if it's meeting standards. Because once you cover something up, figuratively, say in a construction project, it might be a weak spot that could cause huge damage. Well, because quality control wasn't respected or processed correctly. So, good chapter. Very important to end strongly is projects or classes. So this is a good one. So you got one other chapter in this particular week, but these all should fit together nicely.